like it's crazy that when like you have to meet somebody, that you have to inherit everything that comes with them. Like you and I, by the time that we went back to New York and I met all of his friends and family, I felt like I was meeting my long lost friends and family. There was never any like, I gotta keep that guy at arm's length. None of the people in Tommy's life. In fact, it's just really interesting to imagine like the opposite of that.
Well, speaking of inheriting people, Tommy, when you met MJ, even though you had 4 months and it wasn't, and you were on hiatus and you were hiding the fact that you were on a little show called Shahs of Sunset, did you realize when you met MJ on a dating app that you'd be dating this whole group of people?
No, definitely not. And again, at the time, you know, I was starting a company with some friends of mine, right? So like all of our money was in the business, you know what I mean? And I had a day job. So I didn't really have a lot of time to do other things. So it was really, I was shooting the shit on Tinder. I was shooting the shit, and if someone wanted to fuck,
he's a chatty Cathy, you guys. He is a very chatty Cathy.
If someone wanted to fuck, then I'd hook up and fuck. But with her, it was different. We had to, first off, our profiles were very similar. Like I said something to the effect that, you know, men who take topless bathroom selfies should kill them selfies, something like that. And she said something like men who take bathroom photos should kill themselves. It was really that close, you know, so like our message was real on point, and we clicked, you know, but
we had a dry
but there was a while of
dark dry sense of humor.
There was a while of that, of just us, you know, talking without meeting. And that escalated to calls, and that, you know, so it was a while before we even got together. And then once we got together, like I said, it was just really her and me. She had the friend from downstairs she was very close with, one of her girlfriends, and she had another one of her gay best friends, Vida. That was pretty much it. That was all I met in her circle.
So he thought I had 2 friends.
Yeah, I mean, she'd be on the phone and shit a lot, but you know, I'm not paying attention to that.
He was definitely dating. Shout out to Chris Rock. He was definitely dating the representative of Mercedes. You know,
yeah.
I looked like,
and I had a couple of social functions to go to, and she bailed on him last minute. Like, yeah. I had a couple of social functions to go to. That we're going, and she bailed like the last night. Yeah, party here, party there was a couple, but she bailed. So like she didn't meet anybody that I knew really. So I just thought it was us, you know what I mean?
And then lo and behold,
we would go hang out with her dad. And she would, you know, go out to eat with her mother. That, you know, but that it didn't really seem like she had a very big friend network.
Isn't that wild? At this point, he's like, I don't want to go out every day. I'm like the Josh Flag, and he's like the Bobby. You know what I mean?
What do you think about Josh and Bobby breaking up?
I'm traumatized.
Are you being sarcastic?
Very.
I mean, I figured you would. I just want to make sure.
I'll defer to her for this.
I think it's the most civilized breakup announcement. I think that they're already finding themselves happier, and I think that their love and their strength with the relationship is going to be respectfully like uncoupled, like very Gwyneth Goop style. And you know, I hope that if Tommy were ever in a place in his life where he thought he would be happier without me in his life, that he would make that move. Not that we want to or will or anything. I would rather work on it and stay together. I'm just saying, like, what they did is it maybe because there's no kids involved, it's easier. They just seem like they're going to be a lot happier apart now. And he already met someone else that's making him like so happy, clearly. So
do you know his new boyfriend?
Yeah, I mean, I know that he is a realtor, that he's been on the show, that he resembles Bobby and is significantly younger, I think. But like, so yeah, there's a type situation there. I don't know. One thing that's hard for me is how soon people start seeing other people. I feel like it would have to be a long time.
Like if you and Tommy ever broke up, it would take you a while.
No, I wouldn't want him to go public
No,
with
she
anyone.
said- No, she said.
Like, good, you know, however long it takes you to get over a man is as soon as you get under another one.
I'm done with chicks after half round. You know,
Yeah.
so I'm asking you out, Dave, if this is it, you know what I mean? Like, I've had enough. Just
Listen, I'm single over here in New York City, so start working your magic, guys. You're a happily married couple. You obviously are doing something right.
Could you imagine if Tommy became a gay New York City hoe? That would be so cute for him,
It would be great.
for his next chapter in his life.
Absolutely.
But yeah, like, I think you should just not go public so quickly for the respect of like how long it should take. There should be a standard. And when
It's tough
people
now to
move
keep
on
things
too
private,
quickly,
though. It's tough. It's tough to keep things private, especially if you just break up. If you're in the middle of a breakup or you broke up and someone sees you out and about with someone else, they're taking pictures nowadays, bro.
No, what if
It's
you
not
put
even
it on your-
paparazzi, it's somebody's taking a photo.
what if you
Such
put
and
it-
such, look, they're out and it could be innocent, it could be nothing, but the second you're out with someone else, they're taking a photo.
For sure, but what should you put it on your like paparazzi doing it is one thing.
I'm not necessarily
Putting it on your
paparazzi, it could,
Instagram.
like I said, people just in a restaurant could do it. So
Well,
yeah,
That's like paparazzi, that's amateur street pops.
well, everybody's a paparazzi now.
Well, no, it's like you look at like I just had Luann on this podcast. I've known her forever, like with her, and she's out and now she's having drinks. And you know, she's like, look, I mean, the difference is
That thing that happened in New York, I read about that. Go ahead, I'm sorry, I didn't cut you
Yeah,
off.
say David, say what you were saying.
well, no, I was just gonna, you could cut me off anytime. I was gonna say, you know, like Luann and she's out and like, you know, she leaves and she's like, there's 1,000 people with a phone, you know, and look, sobriety is not easy for anyone. And now it's everywhere that Luann.
Yes,
just
she had that
happened.
incident 20 years ago. She has that incident in that bar and nobody fucking knows. Maybe some of her friend group, and maybe like she goes to a party and she's a little embarrassed on that type of level, but it's not public. She's not having to, you know, issue a PR statement, apologizing. You know what I mean? It's just, it's a different world. It's a different time. So unfortunately, you know, if you're going to live in the public eye, you have to sacrifice some privacy. And one of those things is that, you know, if you're out and about, or if you're just broke up in a relationship and you're out with someone else, inquiring minds are going to want to know. So you could either keep it quiet, which is your prerogative, or you could, you know, make a
Well,
public statement
you know-
and get out in front of it. You know, so it depends how you want to play it.
Luann's sobriety is really, really important because, first of all, it was court ordered. So I never, from my vantage point, I never knew if it was like really something that she wanted to do or if it was court ordered, and then it's by force. So you can't force somebody to begin the 12-step program. So I think it came hand in hand, and then it started to overlap where she knew it was best for her to at least take her drinking under control. You know, like we've all had those days where we're so hungover, we're like, you know, going through physical like